Hi, and welcome to another video. My name is Maya, and I am an artist. As you can tell, I am also a Muslim. I've got a wear hijab, and today is actually a preview for another video that I will be posting up soon, if I can ever get it finished in time. It's proving to be quite difficult. This video was actually taken now post-COVID, whereas the video I will be showing you soon is pre-COVID, so it's all going down. So before you watch the video, which will be shown later on in this YouTube video, you can skip this part if it doesn't interest you. I'd just like to give a little bit of insight into my channel, into what I do, and why I'm bothering to make this video. Now, please remember that I am just one artist. There are so many different ways, so many different processes. You yourself as an artist might have an entirely different process in which you go about doing a portrait or piece of artwork. Everyone is unique. Just a little disclaimer, I thought I may as well get that out of the way. But I also realized that it would be an amazing opportunity to also enable you to see what goes on behind the scenes and to get a little glimpse of what an artist has to do when they're on their own, when they don't have a team to help them facilitate their artwork. And also, I was looking at myself, I had done my makeup, I'd done my scarves, I was wearing a nice dress, and I was like, you know what, I look good. Mashallah, I look good. So I thought I would show that and share that with you. The idea behind the art is it's really a conversation around being Muslim, but also what it means to be a woman who wears hijab and mixed race. It's not something that's very common in the art world. A lot of the time, the art that you see around women in hijab is sparse. You won't see their face. Most likely going to be Middle Eastern. I'm not saying that this is completely true, but I don't see in mainstream art in the West a lot of positive depictions of Muslim women in hijab, and also around the discussion of what it means to be mixed race. So this art that I'm wanting to create is just opening discussion and an opportunity for people to discuss these kind of conversations and topics. So by no means is it a representation of everyone who is mixed race. It is just a very small window into my life and my perception and my own experiences growing up and what it means to be mixed race. Essentially, the idea I had was quite simply, if I was to visualize what it means to be mixed race, how would I go about doing that? What is one way I could do that? And so I decided to do a series of paintings, or right now it's just one, so I've yet to call it a series. But it is also an opportunity for me to experiment and have a go, really, and see what happens, and also to see if what I'm imagining is a clear representation of what it means to be English Pakistani, which is what I am. Will other people recognize this, or will it go straight over their heads? I had in my mind exactly how I wanted to be positioned. So, for example, most artists, they know, or they have a vision of how they want the model to look, and sometimes it can lead to very unnatural body positioning that you might see and think, oh, that's not quite normal, but it's simply because the artist has constructed the whole image It's very rare that the artist will sketch the model as they are moving. For example, Degas with his ballet dancers, a little bit of a perv, in which he would, spy on the women as they were changing, as they were getting dressed, so that he could get these more natural positions. Or he would visit the theatres and be able to watch them from the side as they perform and make sketches and basically retain that memory of their body movements. Then at home or in a studio, if the artist has the opportunity, they will construct a model. So for example, they will tilt the head slightly to the side, or they will have their hand positioned in a particular fashion. And it's really just so they can construct the model and the body position in a way that reflects the idea they already have in their mind. And why this might be important or relevant is simply because it's very minute detailing, but for an artist, these very small details go a long way and make a massive difference on how you as a member of the audience reads the artwork. And you'll see this from all the documentaries on the BBC and online, where people have scanned traditional beautiful paintings or portraits of models, and they look and they see a whole other painting of the same model in the same outfit in the same place, but their body positioning is slightly different. And it's simply because the artist has painted that model and that body positioning and then just thought, you know what, I don't like this, let's do this all over again. Which of course for the model doesn't make it very comfortable, but the artist has a vision and they essentially only get one chance really to make it right. Of course, now with photography, you can take multiple different shots of a model in different positionings. They don't have to hold it for as long because we already have a very convenient snapshot of them in that moment. So I already knew what body positioning I wanted to be in, and it was based off art I had seen in the past, based off my own personal idea of the message I want to convey to the audience. So I sat in the studio space and we did a whole series of different photographs, and then I also decided to document it on video, so for you, and then we went outside and did the same thing again, and it really gave me a nice wide range of different photographs from indoors to outdoors that would feed my artwork when it came to doing painting. And it gave my own dad an opportunity to experiment with photographs, with different styles, and really just continue to perfect his own photography skills. This, again, is known as collaboration, and it is very popular among artists. It's probably the most helpful thing an artist has access to, because a lot of the time we either don't have the budget or the time or the money to learn a whole new range of skills, but having a friend who may already know a certain skill or be proficient in it, by collaborating together, enables the artist to complete their vision, but also the person they're collaborating with to gain experience at the same time. So it's a win-win situation. I will be doing another video if you are interested, going into more detail about being mixed race, being a woman in hijab, and of course, if there are any questions that you have about art, anything that you don't know or you want answers to, or advice about how to go about being an artist, what it is artists do to get to that final image, because you have to remember everything that you see in a piece of art, whether it's woodblock, painting, sketching, photography, unless perhaps if it's street photography where the artist is just seeing something, taking a photo, moving on. a lot of it is constructed. Of course, we know this, but at the same time, what makes a portrait or a painting, etc., whatever image you see from an artist so wonderful is when it looks natural and it looks almost real and something that you feel you could recreate yourself. That is the beauty of doing art, along so many other things. But this, for myself, I just wanted to say, I know my work is a construction, it is deliberate, and by showing you this video, hopefully will give you a little snapshot and a little insight into how I went from having the idea to going about behind the scenes, making it a reality, to finally the final image that I will be sharing in another video at some point in the future. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you're all safe during this time. I know it's very uncertain and everyone might be a little bit stressed. I know I'm stressed. But I hope that you are safe and happy wherever you are. Assalamu alaikum and goodbye.